Reeve writes, "Greetings from the UK. I will watch every new Leonardo Dicaprio film, but I have noticed that if you look at the films he has done over the last decade, he seems to only work with well-known directors. Is this a case of him wanting to work with the best, or a case of him playing it safe by not taking the commercial or critical risk which may come from working with a lesser-known or new director? Because as he only seems to work with the big directors, are people going to see these films because it's a DiCaprio film, or because it's a insert director's name here film? Keep up the very good work which you guys and girls are doing."
Well, they're going to see it because of both. DiCaprio, Scorsese, Tarantino, Clint Eastwood. However, I don't think he's playing it safe. He played sex addict, drug addict, white-collar criminal in his last movie. And, if you've seen Wolf of Wall Street, you see he puts himself in some crazy positions in that.
Literally.
Before that, he was in Django Unchained. He played a ruthless slave owner. Not exactly a safe role to play.
Right.
So I don't think he's doing it to be safe. I think he's doing it because he can. He's Leonardo DiCaprio, so he can work with Scorsese, Tarantino, Clint Eastwood, and the big-name directors because, he's worked with Spielberg before, because he has that choice. And, if you're that big of a star, you want to work with people who you know are super talented, are going to bring the best out of you and make the best movie possible. And he's chosen some of the best, so don't see anything wrong with that. Christian, what do you think?
I agree with you, and I think that, and we actually talked about this yesterday on the show, is the fact that it's not just about the star in general anymore. That you won't just go see a movie because of Leonardo DiCaprio, and the director has a lot to do with it, but it's teams that actually bring a lot of people into the theater as well, plus the story. We as an audience really crave what the content is. That's why we love trailers so much, because it's like, oh, that looks interesting to me, and you have this person directing and this person starring in it. So when you have Leonardo DiCaprio, he's got the like you said, he has the opportunities to work with these people. Yeah, you go for it, because again, when he's 50, 60, will he still be doing these type of projects with the same directors? We don't know. So take advantage of it now.
Roth?
I think that, first of all, my favorite teaming of Leonardo DiCaprio and Scorsese was Wolf of Wall Street.
Yep.
Man, that movie's great. And it's a great performance. But I think, if you are as talented as he is, you want to grab onto the meatiest roles possible. And these are the people offering them to him. He wants to be in good films with great roles, and that's what he's choosing. And I think it's really natural that when you find someone that you have a good working rapport with, you want to keep working with them. That's true in any area of life. You guys probably want to work with people that you like and that you trust. For an actor, I don't know, but a lot of that is about trust. They have to trust that the director, at the end of the day, they're in control of that edit, that they're going to deliver on screen the performance that they intended to give. And so if you find someone like Scorsese who is Scorsese, you're going to work with him as much as you can. But I wonder if there was something interesting enough for him that he would work with a lesser known director. I'm not sure. He may just be like, well, why? You know what I mean? I have these great opportunities. I'm going to continue to mine them. I remember a journalist asked him once, why do you date models? And he just went,
yeah.
And I feel like it's the same kind of thing.
Same response. Because
why do you
I
work
can.
with Scorsese?
Right.
Because I can.
Well, what's interesting to me is, as far as if you think about it, he hasn't done a big tentpole movie in a long time. I don't really remember the last one, but there was rumors at one point, take it a grain of salt, that he was asked about Star Wars. Would he want to be in Star Wars? Yeah, I'd absolutely want to be in Star Wars, because back in 2002, he was heavily rumored to play Anakin. So, or 2001, whatever that was. Anyway, so I'd like to see him do something like that. I'd like to see him do one of those kind of big, it doesn't necessarily have to be superhero and it also comes down to again, another thing we talked about yesterday is the fact that it's hard to say, oh, that's that character and not Leonardo DiCaprio. But I'd like to see him do something and stretch out, not just do, because he's going for the Oscar. He's been going for the Oscar for a long time, and they haven't given it to him yet. But I love Wolf of Wall Street. One of my favorites.
I don't know. I don't mean to argue with you, but I
Please do.
don't think that. I think he does want an Oscar. He campaigned so hard this year, you guys. He campaigned harder than anyone.
And he was great. He was great in that role.
It was the subject matter, though. It was the subject matter that kept him from winning.
Well, hey, I love McConaughey.
Oh, he was fantastic as well. I'm just saying Leonardo DiCaprio had no chance. And this comes from someone who's a big fan of Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just saying because of the subject matter,
It was
wouldn't
tough.
happen.
Yeah.
So I would agree with you that he does want an Oscar in the sense that that man campaigned for one so hard, and he deserves one. He's great, but I don't think he's picking these roles going like, it's sort of like that episode of Extras where Kate Winslet is like, I'm playing a Nazi nun to get an Oscar,
And
which is
she-
essentially what she got an Oscar for.
Yeah. Right.
Essentially, she wasn't a nun. But
No, I don't think that's his
I don't.
pure goal.
I think he's really going after the most interesting characters that he can play.
Sure, and I agree with that as well too. I'm just saying that's what's coming across his desk. That if the big tentpole comes here and then another Scorsese movie comes here, he's probably going to go with Scorsese again. But I just would like to see what happens if you went the other direction.
What superhero do you want Leonardo
I
DiCaprio? You guys can leave this in comments.
I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting.
Which one do you want to see him play?
I'd have to think about that.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.